I thought this was a big deal. I was shot down by some people, but I still think it's a big deal. We've got new numbers that show that the average credit score has hit its best level since before the recession. With us now, Cam Fine. He's the president and CEO of the Independent Community Bankers Association of America. Kim, welcome back. Always good to see you, sir.
Thank you. Good to see you, Stuart.
Now, the credit score, the average credit score has gone up to exactly 700. I think that's important because it looks to me like America is becoming more credit-worthy. I think it's a real plus for the economy. What say you?
It can be a plus, but you have to ask yourself, Stuart, compared to what? Compared to the Great Recession, yes, it looks a lot better. But pre-recession levels, it's just now getting to where we were in 2003, 4, 5, and 6. Better credit scores do not necessarily translate into more loans. It's much more complex than that.
Doesn't it make it a little easier for the borrower to go to a bank like the community bank and say, look, I got a 700 credit score. Come on, give me a break here. Give me a loan. Isn't it easier for the borrower at that point?
It makes it easier for certain types of loans, Stuart, certain consumer loans, but for mortgage loans, small business loans, etc., government regulations over the last 6 years have restricted the credit box so tightly that only the most credit-worthy customers can get a loan, and that's based on more factors than just the FICO score or the credit score.
I used to think that 700 was the cutoff point. If you hit a credit score of 700, you got a better shot at getting a loan. Under 700, you got not a good shot at getting a loan. But you're telling me that times have changed in the last 6 years, under Dodd-Frank, of course, and that they've tightened up your ability to get a loan even with a good credit score. Is that accurate?
That's accurate. That's absolutely right. There are a number of new regulations in place that were put in place over the last 8 years that have changed the metrics on how you get a loan. And so the most disadvantaged people are the people that are the ones that are in most need of those loans.
What is a really excellent, I know that it goes from 350 to 850. I think that's the range.
Right. Correct.
Is 750 a really good credit score these days?
750 would be a good credit score, pretty solid. But as I said, there are other factors involved, not just the credit score. The judgment of local community bank CEOs has been largely removed from the credit granting equation because of the Dodd-Frank Act and the regulations enacted in that act.
This is where you and I and my production team very much see eye to eye, because you've been on this program frequently, Cam, and we've always said getting a loan these days under Dodd-Frank is extremely difficult. In fact, it's excruciating with the paperwork you've got to go through. It puts you right off. I mean, it really puts you off. You are gung-ho to get rid of Dodd-Frank, aren't you?
We are gung-ho of getting rid of all of these regulations that are impeding community bankers from making loans and extending credit to those most in need.
Okay, I'm going to sum it up like this, Cam Fine. I'm going to say that moving the credit score up to 700 is at least a positive sign, Dodd-Frank notwithstanding. You okay with that?
I am okay with that. That's absolutely correct.
Come and see us again soon, Cam Fine. We like
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, sir. Appreciate it.